Now, new from the 12 News I-Team, He Made Me Do It. It's a series uncovering how an 18-year-old from Vermont became a robbery suspect in a high-profile crime here in Arizona, actually up in Anthem, after meeting a man on a dating app. The I-Team's Erica Stapleton has a first look at this series, and some of the details are a bit disturbing.
On July 12th, we won't forget that day here in Anthem. All of a sudden, we saw police, everything happening here, and they had everything locked down.
And then out they come, and we're like, oh.
And they said there was a shooting at the NZ.
Do you see where they went?
They couldn't be in any of these businesses, right?
Nobody walks in with a pistol and just robs, right?
22 seconds is all it took.
Victim has gunshot wounds, right?
Multiple gunshot wounds, yeah. All black clothing, black helmets. One appeared to be a female. We have the video of inside of them actively doing it.
But these 22 seconds
Looks like she smashes everything.
And then that's when the shooting starts up here.
don't show the whole story.
The horrible things that happened to Helen, you wouldn't even want to see in a horror movie.
Why do you believe her? I'm investigative reporter Erica Stapleton, and this is He Made Me Do It, a 12 News I-Team series uncovering how a teenager from Vermont became a robbery suspect in Arizona, saying she was forced into the crime by an abuser.
We were told that you're a victim of human trafficking.
We take a hard look at whether a suspect can also be a victim.
She's a danger.
The system is set up for women like this or any victim like this to really fail.
And if allegations of abuse were ignored.
I don't think they care.
22 seconds.
Somebody please help me!
Yeah, that gets to you. Erica joins us now. Erica, nice job, first of all. I've watched these first two pieces here. I remember covering this crime very clearly.
Yeah.
Really shook Anthem. And I think what's so interesting about what you've done here is we cover crimes, but we rarely get behind the why or how it got to this point for this 18-year-old.
Of course, and I think, the news cycle goes so fast. We cover something and then there's already something else happening. And like you said, we don't always stop to think, well, how did this unfold here? And I think in this particular case, there was way more to the story than what really met the eye, which isn't always the case when we see crimes committed in the valley here. But in this instance, there was a lot happening behind the scenes, and it only came out to us when someone working with Helen Simmons, that 18-year-old at the time, pointed it out and said, hey, you should maybe take a look at this. This is what she said when she was arrested. She had these allegations. There's way more here. So that's where we started digging, and what we found was a whole lot more to the story.
And as a parent, you look at that video of the 18-year-old dancing, for her classmates, and you think, how did we get from that girl, young woman, to the one who's suddenly in handcuffs, right? And it kind of grabs at you. And I think there are life lessons in this as well, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. The whole series is going to be a cautionary tale, but we spoke with Helen's mother, we spoke with her sister, we spoke with her family, and they were just as surprised as anyone to hear that their daughter had been involved in something like this. They're like, hold up, that is not Helen. So that further proves that there's more to this story, and hearing their perspectives also sheds light on, what's really going on. So again, the series takes a look at the underbelly, we've been calling it, the underbelly of the crime, and the investigation that unfolded and whether her allegations were investigated properly.
Yeah, a really nice job. Quickly, when can we watch this? How can we watch it?
So Part 1 premieres today. We have it out. It premiered last night on 12 Plus, actually, but it should be out on all other 12 News platforms starting at 9 a.m. So you can catch it on 12news.com, 12 News YouTube channel, and then over the next 6 weeks, we'll be releasing different parts of this story. So He Made Me Do It. Be sure to watch.
Yeah, nice work. I recommend it if you are into true crime, for sure. All right.